Welcome to Movie World Plus, a place where we talk movies. I'm Andy Signore, and today I'm here to review Scream 6, which opens this Friday in theaters everywhere. What is your favorite Scream movie? I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Scream 6 is the latest installment, and I will suggest to you, I would watch Scream 5 if you haven't. Scream 5 is most connected. If you're one that's like, oh, this looks cool, they're in New York, I'm going to go watch this one, but I didn't see the last one. Go watch the last one. I believe it's on Paramount Plus. You can go get a free trial and watch it before you go this weekend to be caught up. It would be, I think, behoove you to know because you're going to need to know who these characters are. This is a continuation from the events of the last one and where our survivors are. So again, in fact, don't even watch this. Go watch that. Then you can come back and get my review. So that way I don't spoil who survived, etc. But this is a straight continuation from 5. So it is connected in a way, but it also becomes its own thing. In the last installment, which was a reboot, requel, as they called it, the meta Scream approach was still there while still delivering the, surprise and fun whodunit slasher format that Scream's become known for. But I really liked its meta approach in the last one, sort of commenting on requels, as they called it, reboot sequels. This one really focuses more on just franchises now in general. They sort of realize, well, the last time was the requel. Well, now it's clearly successful, so we're back and we're in a franchise. But what was even more interesting and meta for me about this latest installment was its take on sort of true crime, which surprised me. They do jump on sort of the themes of true crime that I know I've seen happen on YouTube myself, of just this idea of, people not believing the story that they've been told. That's not something we typically have seen yet in the Scream universe, but someone can put out there the fact that the survivor of the last Scream was really the killer, and we all hate you because we believe the murderer. And it was kind of an interesting approach that happens in the film. And there's even a plot line that sort of talks about it, of just like how anybody can really just turn the narrative of somebody just because they hate them, and then just make the world hate this person and believe whatever they're told by certain communities. It's an interesting commentary that it made me like it a little bit more than the last one. That, coupled with the fact that this one's in New York City, just made it feel a little fresher and newer. While I enjoyed the last Scream, I got to say, I think I enjoyed this one more because the death scenes are more fun. And look, these are all sequels. I'd probably argue Scream 1 is still my favorite. It's the most original out of the batch. But this one's really smart in its rebootness of that. Not only is it sort of now going a little bit bigger as franchises do, but they decided to put it in the city with a ghost face that has no qualms of just going in public in the subway and killing somebody. And that made the movie a little bit more exciting, if I'm being honest, because it still has the jump scares. It still has the whodunit aspect of it, but you have a new environment. And actually, I wouldn't mind seeing another version of this type of big city slasher film. Usually it's always in the cabins, or it's always in the neighborhood, or that night in the house. And I like when it's like, just put it out in public. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you got to put some believability at the door with any of these damn movies. You're either going to guess it or you don't. But I still had fun with it. And I actually, at this point, now that we're 6 in, I expect them to have a little bit more fun. And I feel like they did, while still also, I think having a good mystery that has a pretty good payoff, I'd say. Again, no spoilers here on what happens or who's involved. But breaking down the cast, Melissa Barrera is back. She's our lead, along with Jenna Ortega, now hot off of Wednesday fame. And these two sisters are now back in the city after the events of Scream 5, trying to move on with their lives. Obviously still living a little in fear given what happened to them and the world not really believing them. And some do. And that becomes the main sort of crutch of the film, of these two sisters and how they are navigating life amidst all the Hillsborough drama. They bring back Hayden Panettiere from Scream 4, who I couldn't remember if it was Scream 3 or Scream 4, but I do remember she was in one of those films. She's back now. I won't spoil how she's back. I guess I'll save some plot points for you, but the posters, the trailers have shown she's back. She has a reason for coming back and showing interest in this case, as does Gale Weathers herself, Courteney Cox, back again in the Scream franchise. I won't tell you who else shows up. There's some other things. Stay tuned. But we do have the previous players, and I really like this actor. Sorry, his name, Mason Gooding, as Chad. He gets to step up a little bit more in this film. He's a likable character, and I liked him in this film. and he's his sister. They're the twins. This is Jasmin Savoy Brown playing Mindy. Mindy and Chad are Jamie Kennedy's cousins or something. They're connected to Randy from the film. I guess it was the sister's kids. I forget how. Anyway, they're related to Randy, Jamie Kennedy from the Scream films. And then we have also now new character in the film, Dermot Mulroney playing a detective on the case. And then we have Tony Revolori, who I've been a fan of from Spider-Man and Willow and Grand Budapest Hotel, etc. He steps in here as well as Samara Weaving. Some fun roles for both of them. I like their roles, the new players, as well as some other younger upcoming cast that I didn't even know. I'm looking at the cast here. It's a lot of players in here, as you can see. And yeah, overall, I like the new players. I like who's connected, who's not. I liked more than anybody else. I really have come to enjoy both Melissa and Jenna. Both of their characters, I feel like, have come together pretty strong, and they have to be, or this movie really doesn't work. But because those characters do work of Sam and Tara, it's hard to not talk about the ending too. But I will say, overall, through its storyline, I think Sam and Tara deliver an interesting storyline, is what I will give you. And again, am I misdirecting you? Are you figuring it out? Good luck figuring it out. But this film is all about her past, which you learned about in part 5, and Jenna's Tara. Sorry, their character names. This is Tara and her sister Sam. Tara and Sam sort of navigating now the world they live in, of everyone sort of just calling them murderers and where they go. Are they the murderer? Are they being accused of the murder? Are they actually innocent? Are they guilty? Is all the returning players guilty? That's what's so fun about this film. You just don't know where it's going to go, who's going to turn. It could be any of these people. It could be none of these people. I'm not telling you, because that's part of the fun of these movies. But overall, yeah, I got to say, I give Scream 6 a thumbs up. I gave Scream 5 a thumbs up. I'm going to give this one a little bit of a higher thumbs up, because I think this one, again, new environment, some new cast members, overall, it just felt a little bit better, a little bit more fun. And I like the last one. So yeah, it's a good movie to watch this weekend. If you're a Scream fan, I think you'll have fun with it. You know, it's not amazing. I predicted some things, I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't mean I didn't have fun. And I think Scream fans will have a fun with this one as well. And I think there's potential here to see what happens for Scream 7, at least, which I think the directors have even said they're willing to come back. They want to tell another Scream story. So yeah, while it's a sort of story of its own, it's creating a universe that's showing, yeah, we can extend this out a little bit longer. It's a format of jump scares and whodunit that really still works. So kudos to Scream. It's keeping the meta jokes going while keeping the whodunit going, but also still fixing in some good commentary and some good kills. Scream 6 is a good one to check out this weekend. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the bell for all alerts as well. That little bell, ding. And yeah, put the thumbs up. Thumbs up if you like my movie content. If you made it this far, leave a comment. Said, I appreciate your movie reviews, Andy. Creators love when you leave a little positive comment to tell them that you're actually watching. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned for more movie reviews here on Movie World Plus.